Hey, what's up? It's Dustin from Tales from Exile. How's everybody doing today? First thing I want to say is thank you for all the positive comments on my previous video. It means a lot. I read them all, and you know, a lot of them really touched me, and I do appreciate it. But today I started with a new therapist. I've been in and out of therapy quite a few times in my life. Most of the times I'll last a few weeks, a couple months maybe. I think the longest before this was, I guess around 6 months or so. But I just never felt like, I always felt like when I was in therapy, I always had to keep on explaining myself, why I felt the things that I felt, and I never really felt like the therapist really understood where I was coming from. And so I could never really commit the way I think I needed to. So today I went and checked in and sat down with this guy, and we started talking, and about 5 minutes into it, he was like, "Were you a Jehovah's Witness?" And I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, and then up until the age of like 24. And he goes, "I thought so." He's like, "I studied with the witnesses for a long time. I was dating a girl who was a witness, and I started studying, and eventually just realized it wasn't real or the truth, and so he stopped and broke up with her." And so when he told me that, I felt like this odd calm come over me. I felt like I finally found the person I need in my life to help me through this. Somebody who's qualified to do it, and also somebody who, at least on a small scale, understands where I'm coming from, and somebody who's going to meet me halfway. I've had therapists in the past tell me things like, "Oh, your parents have the right to raise you however they want," and that's true, but I don't know. Those statements just sat with me wrong, and I see what they were trying to say, I think, but it just didn't feel right coming from them. So when he told me these things about himself, and told me he understands like where I'm coming from and what it is that I might possibly be feeling. I mean, on a small scale. He wasn't raised in or anything like that, but on a small scale, I feel like he understands just a little bit. So during our session, we talked back and forth for a while. It was the first session, so it was a lot of like, paperwork type of things, just getting a history and all that good stuff. But God, he just, it just felt good. I feel like I'm right on the cusp of this spiritual awakening. I feel like I've been right there for a long time, but I keep letting this hate and anger inside of my chest rule my life. And I've let myself think that this pain of how I was raised, the things I had to do, the things I was taught, the things I've seen since, in my career, I felt like this pain was my identity, or is my identity. And it's not. I have this vision of myself that I want to become. And in order for me to become that, I need to let go of the hate and anger and sadness. What does that look like exactly? I don't know yet. But I feel like just that 1 hour session just gave me just a little bit of hope that I might be able to push through this thing. I might be able to become the person I've always thought I can be, I've always wanted to be, but have never quite been able to become, because I've let the negative thoughts rule my life. during the session, he had me close my eyes and think back to when I was a child, when growing up. He wanted me to be able to see me whenever I was feeling the most vulnerable, and be able to imagine myself as an adult me being able to give child me exactly what he needed at that time, whether it be a hug, some positive words, whatever that might be. And honestly, I wasn't able to say anything. I sat there, some tears rolled down my face, and I didn't know what to say. Not saying that that's the first time I've ever heard that before. I've thought that to myself before. What would I have wanted in this situation when I was a kid or growing up? You know? What would have made me feel better? Maybe it'd been a hug or something like that. But what I want to let go of is the hate and anger that I feel. I'm tired of being mad at my parents. I'm tired of being mad at the religion. Tired of being mad at myself. I'm tired of the constant self-sabotaging of every freaking relationship that I have. I want to be a better person. I need to be that person that I know I can be. And I feel hopeful now. I feel like I'm right there, right where I need to be at the right time of my life. I feel like I'm on the verge of this spiritual awakening. And I feel like life is about to become very beautiful. I never thought I'd hear myself say those words, but I feel like it's right there. I want it, I need it, and it's right there. You know, if there's one piece of advice I could give to anybody who's thinking about leaving that religion or has left, please do the work on yourself. You will save yourself so much pain. As somebody who, all of my adult life, I've been angry, upset. I haven't been a good friend to my friends. I've constantly pushed the people who love me away as hard as I can. And I don't want that anymore. The weird thing is I feel so much hate and anger in my chest, but also there's a lot of love in there too. And this love inside of me, that needs to win. It has to. I want to have a kid someday. My wife and I keep talking about it. I really want that, but not how I feel right now. I want to be better. I can be better. I know I can be. And I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to. I'm going to keep making these videos. I used to I made like 6 or 7 of them about a year and a half ago. And then one night I got super self-conscious and deleted them all, except for one. But I'm going to keep making these. I hope that, I don't know what I hope for this. It's not like not like I want to, what am I trying to say here? I want to kind of keep making these to hold myself accountable. Hopefully somebody, I know there's so many thousands and thousands and thousands of people who feel the exact same way that I do. You feel lost, you feel abandoned, you think you're not capable of being loved, you think you're not capable of having anything positive happen in your life, and so you just push everybody away, even yourself, and what you know your true self is. So, I hope everybody's doing good. Whatever you're going through, it will get better. Do the work. There's always a way out. Just do the work. Do what you know you have to do to make it better. Please. Thank you. I'll see y'all soon.